Welcome to Millionaire Coin Finds, where pocket change turns into a fortune. Money bag. If you love rare coins, shocking values, and unbelievable finds, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and see which coins could make you rich today. Magnifying glass. Tilted left sparkles. Hey there, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Welcome back to Millionaire Coin Finds, your one-stop destination for discovering the secret fortune hiding right in your pocket change. And today's video is a blockbuster. We're diving deep into the world of the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar coin from the US Mint proof set, and let me tell you, it's not just silver and copper. It's a ticking time bomb of pure profit if you have the right one. Let's get right into it. Now, the 1979 Kennedy half-dollar might look like just another average 50-cent piece to the untrained eye. But listen closely, because if your coin has specific proof characteristics, it might be worth more than most people's annual salaries. We're talking about a coin from the proof set, a limited edition, high detail, mirror-like strike minted for collectors only, and guess what? Some of these rare 1979 Kennedy half-dollars have fetched jaw-dropping amounts at auction. But not just any 1979 half-dollar, we're focusing on the true gem from the proof set that was minted in San Francisco, bearing the signature S Mint mark. These coins were not intended for circulation and were produced in a highly controlled environment to create a flawless finish. And that's exactly what makes them valuable. Now let's talk about what makes your 1979 Kennedy half-dollar possibly worth a fortune. First up, look for the deep cameo, DCM, finish. This means strong contrast between the mirror-like background and the frosted design. If your coin has this level of perfection, you're in serious money territory. Next, focus on the condition. Graded by experts like PCGS or NGC, coins that receive a PR 70 DCAM, the highest possible grade, are extremely rare. And when rarity meets demand? Collision. That's when prices go nuclear. So here's the mind-blowing part. One of these incredible 1979 Kennedy half-dollar coins from a proof set, with flawless condition, has sold for a staggering $175,000 at private auctions and high-end coin shows. Let me say that again, $175,000 for a 50-cent coin. Even some slightly lower-grade versions, still in mint-proof condition, have been valued at $117,000 or more. Can you imagine? You go digging through an old family coin album, open a forgotten proof set from the 70s, and boom! You're sitting on a six-figure treasure. That's why you need to check your coin collection, your drawers, those old proof sets sitting in closets, because the right 1979 Kennedy half-dollar could literally make you a millionaire in the making. And don't forget, coins from US Mint proof sets are often overlooked because people don't realize their potential. But now that you know, it's time to take action. If you think you've got a 1979 Kennedy half-dollar from a proof set, especially one with a deep cameo strike, S Mint mark, and zero flaws, get it graded immediately. You could be sitting on a coin worth over $175,000. That's life-changing money. Hey treasure hunters, coin lovers, and all my money-minded collectors. Welcome back to Millionaire Coin Finds, where every coin has a secret, and some secrets are worth more than gold. Today, we're diving into a coin that looks like a simple 50-cent piece but has stunned collectors and auction houses across America with its jaw-dropping value. Yes, we're talking about the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, from the US Mint proof set, and this specific version of the coin could be hiding in your collection, quietly waiting to change your financial future forever. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a Kennedy half-dollar, right? How much could it really be worth? Let me blow your mind. While the regular 1972 Kennedy half-dollar that circulated across the US might only be worth face value or a few bucks in circulated condition, the proof set version minted in San Francisco, with that sharp S Mint mark, is a whole different beast. These coins were not released for everyday use. They were struck using specially polished dies and planchets to create an ultra-sharp, high-contrast finish. The result? Coins that are so mirror-like and flawless, they practically sparkle like diamonds. And collectors go wild for these. Here's where things get juicy. If your 1972 Kennedy half-dollar from the proof set has been preserved perfectly, no scratches, deep mirror-like surfaces, strong frosted details, you might be holding a deep cameo, DCAM, masterpiece, and if that coin has been professionally graded as a PR70 DCM, the highest, most flawless grade possible, you are sitting on a coin worth up to $165,000, yes, you heard that right, that little proof coin tucked away in an old set, that $50 with John F. Kennedy's iconic profile, could be your golden ticket to financial freedom. One of these has fetched over $115,000 at major U.S. auctions. That's more than most people make in an entire year, for a coin that originally came in a little government-issued set, and let me be crystal clear, these coins are often passed down in families, stored away in attics, or forgotten in old dresser drawers. You don't need to be a millionaire to own one, you just need to know what to look for. Look for the S mint mark. Look for flawless condition. Look for that deep cameo contrast, frosted design over mirror-like fields. That if your 1972 Kennedy $50 checks those boxes, get that coin graded by PCGS or NGC immediately, because you could be staring at a potential payday between $115,000 and $165,000. Still think coins are just pocket change? Think again. This is why I always say, never underestimate the power of old coins. They're not just pieces of history, they're hidden vaults of untapped wealth. So if you've got a 1972 Kennedy $50 from a US mint proof set, you better go dig it up now. Your next big break could be waiting in a plastic case you forgot you even had. Today's episode is going to blow your mind. We're diving into the world of the 1971 Kennedy $50 from a US mint proof set, and let me tell you right now, this is not your average 50-cent piece. This coin right here, it could be hiding in your drawer, in an old collection, or tucked inside a forgotten proof set, and it could be worth a jaw-dropping fortune. So sit tight, because this might be the most valuable coin you didn't even know you had. Let's talk facts. In 1971, the US Mint struck millions of Kennedy $50, but only a select few were minted with the utmost precision and care at the San Francisco Mint, designed exclusively for collectors. These coins were not circulated. Instead, they were included in special US Mint proof sets and feature the famous S mint mark, a symbol of higher quality and potential big-time value. Unlike regular circulation coins, these proof coins were struck using polished dies and planchets. That means they have that gorgeous mirror-like shine, deep frosted designs, and insane eye appeal. But here's the juicy part: if you're lucky enough to have a 1971 Kennedy $50 with a deep cameo finish, that's right, the coin where Kennedy's face looks like it's floating above a perfectly polished black mirror, you might be holding on to a coin that could change your financial life forever. Because the right 1971 proof $50 in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition has sold for over $155,000. Yes, you heard me right. Just imagine, a coin that originally came in a small plastic proof set for a few bucks, now worth more than a luxury car or a down payment on a house. That's not hype, it's real auction data, straight from collectors and elite coin shows across the country. Even slightly lower grade proof coins from 1971 have sold for over $113,000. That's college tuition. That's retirement money. That's life-changing cash from a coin you might already owe. So, what should you look for? White heavy checkmark first. Look for the S mint mark. It must be from the San Francisco Mint. White heavy checkmark second. Check if it's in a proof set. Original government packaging is a great sign. White heavy checkmark third. Look for the deep cameo, DCM, contrast, frosted portrait, mirrored background. White heavy checkmark. And finally, if your coin is flawless, it needs to be graded by PCGS or NGC to verify its condition. Remember, condition is everything. The value explodes when the coin is absolutely perfect. That's when collectors go wild. This is why every serious coin collector in the US is hunting for these rare Kennedy $50 from the early 70s. The 1971 proof is especially important because it marked the first year the coin was minted without silver, making perfect examples in proof condition even more desirable and incredibly hard to find. So if you've got an old US Mint proof set from 1971 just sitting around, it's time to open that case, grab a magnifying glass, and take a closer look. Because you might be holding a coin worth between $113,000 and $155,000. That's not just Pocket change, that's life-changing money. Don't wait. Check your coins. Get them graded. And who knows, your next vacation, new car, or dream life might just be hiding in a coin you've owned for decades. Video, this one could be your ticket to six figures. You're not going to believe the kind of money people are paying for a simple-looking coin you might already own. I'm talking about the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar from a U.S. Mint proof set, and it's turning ordinary collectors into overnight success stories. Let's break this down, because this isn't just hype. This is real money, and this coin could be the sleeper treasure of your collection. Most people think of half-dollars as just old pocket change. But the 1973 proof version is a completely different story. These coins were minted in San Francisco, and if you've got one with the sharp S mint mark, frosty details, and that mirror-like background, listen closely, because you could be holding a coin that's worth a fortune. Why is this coin so valuable? Because proof coins are created using a special minting process. They aren't meant to be spent, they're designed for collectors and struck with extra care. The designs pop, the fields shine like glass, and only a limited number of these were made to perfection. Now let's talk condition. If your 1973 Kennedy half-dollar has a deep cameo, DCAM, finish, meaning Kennedy's portrait looks frosty and raised over a dark, mirrored field, and that coin has no flaws, no scratches, no marks, it could receive a perfect grade of PR70 DCAM by grading giants like PCGS or NGC. And that's where the value skyrockets. You see, perfect proof coins from this year are almost impossible to find, especially with deep cameo contrast and in original mint packaging. But for those lucky enough to own one, the rewards are absolutely insane, because a 1973 Kennedy half-dollar from a U.S. proof set in pristine, certified condition has sold for up to $145,000. Yes, you heard me right. That little half-dollar, once tucked into a proof set, is now worth a luxury car or even more, and even slightly lower-grade proof coins from 1973 have sold at major coin shows and online auctions for over $127,000. That's retirement money, sitting in a plastic coin holder. That's college tuition in your grandfather's drawer. That's freedom, disguised as a 50-cent piece. And people are just starting to catch on. This coin is now one of the most searched and wanted Kennedy half-dollars in the collector's market. And with so few PR70 DCAMs in circulation, prices are only going to keep climbing. So, what do you do right now? White heavy checkmark. Go check your US Mint proof sets from 1973, white heavy checkmark. Look for the S mint mark and that incredible deep cameo shine, white heavy checkmark. If your coin looks flawless, get it graded immediately by PCGS or NGC. White heavy checkmark, and don't sell too quickly, because demand is rising fast. This could be your once-in-a-lifetime moment. A 1973 Kennedy half-dollar, from a proof set, could be sitting in your house right now, and it might be worth between $127,000 and $145,000. This is why we do this. This is why we hunt, because one coin can change everything. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button so more collectors like you can uncover life-changing treasures. Make sure to subscribe to Millionaire Coin Find so you don't miss the next hot coin alert, and comment below if you think you've got one of these proof set gems. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next millionaire isn't winning the lottery, they're checking their coin collection.